A young woman accusing 5 San Diego State football players of rape during an off-campus party last year has released photos and video of injuries she says she suffered during the attack. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
And I'm Jesse Pagan in for Marcella Lee. The woman spoke exclusively to CBS 8 yesterday, and tonight she approved the release of the images to CBS 8. David Goffredson spoke to an attorney about the evidence and the prospect for criminal charges in the case.
I stumbled out of the room after the assault and found my friend.
Veteran criminal attorney Gretchen von Helms agreed to look at the case even though she's not involved, including my interview with the woman who says she was raped by 5 San Diego State football players last year during an off-campus Halloween party. At the time, the girl was a minor and told me she arrived at the party intoxicated.
I know I was not at fault. I know being a 17-year-old girl, almost unconscious 90% of the time in a room with several guys, bloody, going in and out of consciousness is not something that was consensual.
Following last night's interview, the alleged victim released photos and video to CBS 8 depicting injuries to her neck and legs that she says resulted from the assault, as well as video of a bloodied Halloween costume that is too graphic to show on television. Because the woman was age 17 at the time of the alleged attack, von Helms says consent is not an issue in the decision to bring criminal charges.
It does not matter if they knew or not that she was a minor. They can charge what's called statutory rape of all the men in the room because she was a minor and they were not. And it's a misdemeanor if they're within 3 years of her age, and it's a felony if they're over 3 years of her age.
The alleged victim says she reported the crime to San Diego police 2 days later and underwent sexual assault DNA testing at the hospital. Can they still find DNA on a victim 2 days after an attack?
Yes, semen lives within the body of a woman for 3 days, so yes, they can.
The results of the DNA testing have not been made public.
They can say, oh, I wasn't the guy, but if their DNA is in her and she is a minor, there is no defense to that.
During the exam, investigators asked the teenager if the injuries on her neck were strangulation marks or hickeys. She said she could not remember because the details of the alleged attack were hazy.
If they're hickeys, it still doesn't matter because she's under the age of 18. So it doesn't matter if she said, oh yeah, give me 20 hickeys. It doesn't matter. They can be charged with rape of a minor because it's a statutory crime.
We asked von Helms her opinion as to why the San Diego Police Department investigation may be taking so long without criminal charges filed.
Okay, so it may be that the investigation is taking so long because they are star athletes and they want to give them the benefit of the doubt. And so they're probably being very careful in obtaining all the evidence necessary to arrest them and charge them with felony crimes.
Which is precisely why the teenager says she decided to speak out.
Hopefully help other people, because it scares me to know that these students are still at this school. I just really fear for what could happen if they never have to face any consequences for what they did.